The kitchen is that part of the house in which fixtures are usually so permanent that you feel like you can't actually change anything in there. This can be a very limiting feeling, but your kitchen is more customizable than you think, even if you don't want to spend a ton of money on it. Welcome to Jensen's DIY. Here are 21 ways you can give your kitchen a makeover on a budget. 21. A rug might not seem like something that belongs in a kitchen, but it is. A nice runner rug can make your kitchen look and feel nice and inviting and up the cozy vibes a lot. They're a great way to bring the house to the kitchen and make it tie in with the entire home. Plus, whenever you get bored of it, you can easily just replace it with another rug and change up the whole theme again. 20. Cabinets are the biggest part of your kitchen. When they get boring, so does the rest of your kitchen. However, replacing them can be very expensive. Instead of breaking the bank doing that, just repaint them. Take all the cabinet doors off, sand them, then prime and paint them your favorite color, and you'll have a kitchen that looks brand new. 19. While we're on the subject of expensive kitchen fixtures, counters are another pricey one. Since marble is usually a one-and-done type of expense, it's often also one of the costliest. That doesn't mean you can't change up the look of your counters, though. Epoxy counters are a great alternative. They come in an array of colors and can even be fully customized while still being super cheap. If you want to mimic the look of marble, that can be done too. 18. If painting the cabinets doesn't do it for you, and you want to change the look up without replacing them entirely, try taking the cabinet doors off and go for an open cabinet look instead. Sure, you'll have to keep your dishes nice and tidy all the time, but it can make the kitchen look a lot bigger because nothing is closed off. 17. When you're talking about redoing any space, lighting can make a pretty big difference. If you want the difference to show up in the daytime too, get a pendant light. These not only add the decor elements your kitchen might be missing, but they're also functional and will give you that much-needed light at nighttime. 16. Another way of adding ambient lighting without getting a big fixture is to get cabinet lighting instead. These are strips of light that you can easily install under, over, and in your cabinets. When they're on, the entire look of your kitchen will change drastically, and you'll feel like you're in a whole new kitchen. 15. This might seem like a difficult, expensive, and permanent change, but it doesn't have to be. We now have the option of getting peel and stick backsplash pieces that you can simply stick onto your existing backsplash. This will be making it seem like a whole new kitchen in a cheap way that doesn't even require a handyman. 14. Although most kitchens already come with an island, a lot of them don't. When you first think about getting an island in your kitchen, it might seem like an insanely high expense, but it doesn't have to be. You can even get a table island like this. Chances are you already have an extra table somewhere in your house that you can easily move into the kitchen, giving you tons of extra room in your existing space. 13. If you have a little bit of extra space in the kitchen, preferably by a window, you can take the empty space and transform it into a cute breakfast nook. All you need is a few comfy seats and a little table to go with them, and you'll have a nice little relaxing spot inside your kitchen, making it a 2-in-1 space. 12. If you're an avid coffee or tea drinker, you can use that passion to decorate your kitchen in a functional way. Pick a corner of the kitchen that might be looking a little empty and add a table, a few hooks, and a couple of floating shelves, and put all your coffee and tea stuff there. It'll keep all your supplies in one place, and it'll look nice too. 11. Does a kitchen ever really have enough storage? No, it doesn't. A fun way to transform your kitchen in a way that is also useful is to add a few floating shelves for extra storage. It gives the space a whole new look, and you'll have a lot more space to put all the things you can't fit anywhere else. 10. Since the kitchen is the place where you actually need to cook, no matter how much effort you put into making things look pretty, the pots and pans are almost always going to be visible. So why not use them as part of your kitchen's theme? Switch out your regular ones for rose gold ones like these to make your functional items aesthetically pleasing too. 9. Contact paper is a deposit saver for anyone who's in a rental and doesn't have permission to switch out an entire countertop. You can buy these online or in stores for a few bucks and get to sticking. Cover your entire counter with the contact paper of your choice, and you'll have a brand new countertop that you can peel off when your lease is up. 8. Curtains might not feel like the best thing to put up in a kitchen because of all the water splashing around everywhere, but having bare windows is just wasted potential. Add a little touch of decor to your kitchen by hanging bamboo blinds on the windows. These bring warmth to the room while keeping the sunlight out. A 2-for-1 deal. 7. You might be buying fresh coriander and mint every few days, since they go bad if you keep them stored for too long. You can easily get rid of that problem and add a cute little touch to the kitchen by building an herb wall. This will make it look like you have a little forest in your kitchen, give off a fresh aroma, and you'll have an unlimited supply of herbs at your disposal. 6. If you like the whole industrial kitchen look, but have no idea how to incorporate that into your kitchen, hanging up your pots and pans on hooks might be a great place to start. You can choose between permanent hooks that are nailed into your wall and S-hooks that you can hang on other fixtures. These hooks give you easy extra storage for pots and pans, and you get a whole new look for your kitchen. 5. If you want to make a fixture change but don't want to spend a lot, you might consider one simple thing that actually makes a huge difference: the faucet. Change your old faucet for a unique one, or simply pick one that's a different color. Either way, switching out that one fixture can make your entire kitchen look brand new. 4. If you don't really need the overhead cabinets to hide away dishes, you can actually switch them out for a super long floating shelf or two. This gives you the same amount of storage space while making your kitchen look modern and brand new. 3. For those who are into the grungy industrial look, switch out your old countertops with a concrete one. These run much cheaper than marble countertops. And since the change is one of the biggest parts of the kitchen, the entire kitchen will look totally different than it did before. 2. This is one of the easiest changes you can make to your kitchen. Remove your old cabinet knobs and replace them with new ones. It's very easy to do, and you won't really need anything other than a screwdriver, so you can easily do it yourself. As you can see, even though it's a small change, it actually makes a big difference. 1. A great way of making over a space is by changing the way it functions. If you have a kitchen island, or you just put one in using one of the previous tips in this video, add a few stools and you'll have a kitchen bar instantly. Stools are cheap and can be tucked away when you don't need them, but when they're out, you have a whole new table to use. And let's face it, it also looks really nice. These ideas show just how much potential a boring old kitchen has. If you have the vision and know exactly what you want, you can give your kitchen a makeover on the smallest budget possible and still achieve a drastically different look. It's less about how much you're spending and more about how you're spending it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.